You just pull make believe.
You're the one who rated on stream.
Yeah, like I said, you're just making stuff up, pulling it out of your butt, and you won't listen to anything I have to say. And you're sitting there laughing because I don't accept your make believe. Okay.
How is us making arguments against your claims making stuff up?
Yo,
Rembrandt.
Down.
Real quick question: have you read Simon Gatterkill's 2018 paper?
No,
he has not.
No, I never heard of the man.
Yeah, absolutely has not.
Blood magic isn't real.
We're not talking about blood magic. We're talking about who wrote the Gospels.
Bye. Have a great time.
When we should be talking about did Jesus claim to be God in the New Testament?
Alright, he left the stream. He left the stream. Oh, that was hilarious.
Bro thinks he's an elite troll.
Today, we're going to be reviewing Alex O'Connor's debate with David Wood on high and low Christology. My name is Apollos. That's the name I go by online. I'm dedicated to bringing forth the most up-to-date Christian apologetics content out there on YouTube. And yeah, that's kind of what I do. So, without further ado, the rest of you guys can go ahead and introduce yourselves. So we have people from Imago-Logos. Tell us about yourselves, guys.
Yeah, so I'll go first since I created the channel. It started with Drew and Sam talking about wanting to create a YouTube channel for people who like are engaged in like the Sentinel apologetics community. And so I just decided to like have a channel ready for that. And then we decided to start uploading videos. Some of us are biblical studies majors, some of us aren't. For me, I just kind of do it as a hobby. If you want like my contact info to like ask me any questions about this, because I'm the one who made slides for this alongside Drew. So if you want to find me, just go to Roy M on Instagram. I also have like a script written for this that's like written thoughts that's more formal. If you want that, I can give that to you. And obviously, you should check out the Imago-Logos channel.
I'm Sam. I'm part of Imago-Logos. I've released 2 videos so far. I'm not a biblical scholar or anything. I'm just interested in it.
I'm Drew. I'm not a scholar, but I'm a biblical studies major at Carson Newman University. Just trying to, hopefully training to be a scholar one day. Right now, just kind of do this stuff as both in school and kind of as a hobby. Yeah, Imago-Logos is just kind of a collective of people who are really, really interested in this stuff. And yeah, I'm just a part of it.
I'm Cryptic. I help Roy to voice the videos that he makes. I have an interest in Catholic theology and politics, and yeah, that's about it.
We got a comment from Rembrandt saying Prophet of Zod did an expose on Woodhead. Don't know who Prophet of Zod is. He sounds familiar, but
Prophet of
He's an
Zod
atheist
is
YouTuber.
he's an atheist YouTuber. Okay, Rembrandt says, too bad there isn't any way to show that Paul's words have any relation to reality. That's not the goal of the stream tonight. The goal of the stream tonight is to say, okay, did Jesus claim to be God? So Rembrandt now says, but we don't have any of Jesus' words. All we have are stories about him after he died. So with the exception of extremely fringe theorists like Richard Carrier, pretty much every like liberal scholar would say that, okay, at least some words of the historical Jesus are preserved in the canonical Gospels.
yeah, for sure. And if you're like curious about like this from a more like epistemological perspective, evidence by definition is just merely information that raises the probability of the hypothesis being true. So even if it happens to be like secondhand testimony, then it's still necessarily philosophically is admissible evidence. So
Okay, so last thing, and then we'll just move on.
yeah,
Rembrandt also claims that the Gospels have been written by people who apparently never met Jesus. We do have a video on our channel contesting that claim, arguing that the Gospels do stem from the Apostles.
Oh, it was the anonymous authors theory, bro.
Yeah, so the whole thing about late dating is a massive cope. Suppose that they were written decades after, it doesn't matter because they're still by eyewitnesses. Regardless, they weren't written decades after. If you have some proof that they were, I'd love to see it.
he says that hearsay isn't evidence. And hearsay, by definition, is just an out-of-court statement. If you actually look at the federal statutes for what qualifies as evidence, secondhand statements can qualify as evidence. Say, for example, expert testimonies of what happened in a certain laboratory experiment. In some instances, reliable secondhand testimony. The whole point about hearsay not being admissible in a court setting, which it still can be admissible in a epistemological setting, is just to give like a fair hearing for those who want to testify for themselves firsthand. Quite frankly, it's ignorant of the epistemology of eyewitness testimony.
Yeah.
I mean,
We got
yeah,
Theop. He's like the Gen Z meme streamer for Christian like content out there. Apologetics.
he's free to come up if he wants to debate this. I'm sure we'd be fine with letting him in as long as he doesn't.
Yeah. Apollos, it might not be a bad idea. So this is like a smaller stream. It might not be a bad idea just post a StreamYard in the chat, and we can just have people come in. As long as they don't like troll.
If they don't show anything, I'm fine with let them up here. If they want to debate this.
Well,
Yeah,
we can have
dude,
other
he's a
people
man.
join too if they want to. I mean,
Rembrandt is ready to join if you guys want.
That's a good thing. Like
if he just puts something on the screen, make sure to like disable his camera though, just in case.
Yeah, for sure. Here, I'll add him. Rembrandt, the raider of Apollos Christian Apologetics streams. How are you doing, my man? I noticed that you've been giving a lot of comments regarding the reliability of the Gospels. I'm more than happy to entertain you if the rest of Imago-Logos is willing to.
Oh, I'd be happy
Because-
to. For now.
Yeah, for sure.
When you say the Gospels are anonymous or late, can you give up one piece of evidence to support that claim?
Well, Mark is generally considered to be the first gospel written, and it was dated at around 70.
Yeah, but what's the first of all?
What's your
I don't
justification
accept
for
Mark
that
in
dating?
Dated that.
Yeah, I don't accept Mark in priority. First of all, second of all, why should I accept that it's 78, even if I accepted Mark in priority?
Well, it got the destruction of the temple.
Yeah, but other Jewish authors mentioned that.
Plus,
And they
that's just
clearly...
arguing in a circle. Like, if you're
Yeah.
arguing against the New Testament and its presentation of Jesus as a prophet, the only way
Okay.
to use the destruction of the temple is to argue that Jesus wasn't a prophet, therefore he can't tell the future. Therefore, whenever it says that he told the future, he was just wrong, and the gospel authors just made it up post 70 AD.
And not only that, but like just the idea of the temple being destroyed was a well-standing tradition, an internal critique within early Judaism. You have the prophet Jeremiah, you have early people who revolted against the temple factions within Judaism that saw that the end of the temple was nigh. So this idea that you need to posit like supernatural entities, quite frankly, it's stupid.
Oh yeah, plus the thing is that Mark doesn't even give us the details about the temple. So it gives us instructions on what people should do if the temple is destroyed in the winter, which implies that this saying is still relevant. Why would you say, pray that the temple of destruction isn't in such and such season? That doesn't make any sense unless it's prior to 70 AD.
the temple was also viewed as like a microcosm of the cosmos. Josephus goes into this.
Yeah, I
because of that.
know. They're not really talking about what he really says. They're talking about the cosmos, and
That's not what I said.
you know, it's all figurative, and you know, and the
It's not what
entire
any of us said.
Bible.
Nobody
is
has ever
the-
said it's figurative. I don't know why you're putting words in his mouth.
That's not what
Yeah.
I said. I said
Yeah, you're
the
making stuff up right now.
I said that the
No,
cosmos.
you. No, I'm done with this thread. You people won't listen. You just will make believe.
You're the one who rated on stream.
Yeah, like I said, you're just making stuff up, pulling it out of your butt, and you won't listen to anything I have to say. And you're sitting there laughing because I don't accept your belief. Okay.
How is us making arguments against your claims making stuff up?
Yo,
Well,
wait,
okay. How many of the gospel authors
wait, I have a question.
are
for you. I have a question
listed
for you.
saying my name is so and so, and I wrote this?
All of them, because all of them have
No,
a title
they're-
at the start of the.
None of them.
That's not true. It's all of them.
Put the
Rembrandt,
crack pipe down. Put the
Rembrandt.
crack pipe down.
real quick question. Have you read Simon Gattercole's 2018 paper?
No,
on
he has
the-
not.
No, I never heard of the man.
Yeah, absolutely has not.
Please
read.
actually read that paper.
No,
if you wanna
thank
talk.
you. It's all make believe. Look, blood magic is
Bro,
real. You
appeals to
guys
scholarship
can-
for
you
some
guys
DCE,
can
but then says
special plead all
scholarship
you
is
want.
make-believe.
Blood magic isn't real.
We're not talking about blood magic. We're talking about who wrote the Gospels. When we should be talking about did Jesus claim to be God? in the New
All right,
Testament.
he
God.
left the
That's
stream.
ridiculous.
He left the stream.
Oh, that is
Bro
hilarious.
thinks he's an elite troll.
You made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit like, subscribe, and that notification bell for more content. Got questions or ideas? Drop them in the comments below. Until then, next time, thanks for watching. This is Patrick Boy Paul signing out. Peace.